I'm Mitch Glenn with PICO Lures. Today we've got an 83-degree water temperature. We have the INT crankbait made by PICO Lures. PICO Lures has been a hard bait company since 1933. This year we're proud to introduce this bait. It runs true right out of the package. It's got colors that we've designed and come up with through our association with Crappie.com and the members there. And we've got some really fantastic colors for catching crappie, and we're going to put them to the test out here today. I'm going to be utilizing a method that I learned from Scott Vance, and that's where we're going to push 4 baits off the front, and we're going to pull 4 baits off the front. We'll have 2 baits on each side of the boat, 2 pushing and 2 pulling, and we're out here on the edge of the White River Channel, and we're marking a lot of fish right here where the drop-off is, and there seem to be in the range between 7 to 12 feet. So we're going to drag our baits, and we're going to put 2 behind the boat that are going to cover the 10 and 12 foot range, and we're going to set our front baits out with Scott Vance's 3 ounce weight, and we're going to try to target the 7 to 9 foot range with those. We can cover a lot of water this way. We're going to run the boat between 1.6 and 2.2 mile an hour, and we're going to see if we can't drum up a few fish. Okay, so our setup today, we're going to be using the MagnaPro Okuma line counter reels, and I've paired these with a Captain Coleman trolling rod. Now, to keep the line separation out behind the boat, I'll use a short rod on my inside, and I'll use this 12-foot Caps trolling rod to get it a little more reach. That gives me a 7-foot rod here, 12-foot gives me 5 foot of line separation as I reach out beside the boat. Back behind the boat, that's what gives me my line separation. When you get a fish on, you don't tangle your rods up that way. These are very good rods to use. They've got a lot of tip action to absorb the shock, but they've also got a lot of backbone. When that occasional catfish gets on there, you can still land that kind of a fish with it too. Okay, so what we're going to be searching for today, it's up here. We got high sky, low humidity, pretty bright sun. There is a ton of shad in this area of the lake, and they're following the break lines of the White River Channel before we fall out on this big wide flat out here. Now, being familiar with the lake, I realize what kind of a gravel flat we do have out here, and we've got kind of a perfect roll that comes out here out of the river channel. That's what we're going to target. It's the transition period after the fish get their daytime range in the river channel. Coming into this evening, they're going to be coming up on this and moving up on the flats to feed. So today we're going to out of all the colors that PICO makes, we're going to be concentrating more on the bright colors. It's a bright day. We're going to go with our pinks, our whiter shad type colors. Very popular color is a red color, but this would be more of a morning, late afternoon, darker type of day color. Imitates more of a crawfish in the water or a bluegill. These right here are going to imitate the shad, and from what we've already seen, we've got a lot of shad activity in this area, so that's the presentation we're going to make to the fish today. Okay, so one of the things you want to look for when you're buying a crankbait is you want a bait that you can take out of a package and put it on and what you hear people call it is running true out of the package. And what that means is that they can take this bait right out of the package, and by the way that it's designed, the eyelet is lined up with the rear eye. Everything on that bait is tuned to run directly at you. Now, through the rigors of fishing, any bait can get out of tune. These baits right here are designed to run true the minute you tie them on, running over brush, catching fish, what have you. If it ever tries to track off to one side, you can always take it right here with a pair of pliers, and if it's running this direction, turn your eye very slightly to that side, try it again. You can put a bait right back in tune that way. Fortunately, with your PICO baits, you're not going to have to tune them when you take them out of the package. So one of the advantages to trolling crankbaits in the summertime, you will catch a lot of fish. They're not always very big ones, but you'll catch a lot of them and a lot of variety of different fish.